Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of my Sorare Road to Glory, where I try to win cards worth real money without using a single penny. Today, I'm going to show you the best lineups I have put together with the 400 diamonds that I have to place top 200 and win myself a limited card. Let's get into the video. So, for the Premier League, this is the league which I watch the most, so I should have the most knowledge on and most likely to help me win a card. However, it is the most popular league also, so it is probably the most challenging as well. So, as you can see, we've got 2 forward slots, 2 midfielder slots, 2 defender slots, and 2 goalkeeper slots. But only 5 of these players will be playing. And as mentioned earlier in the video, we only have 400 diamonds to spend on these 8 players. So, let's just jump into the forwards. We have, of course, going to have to pick Erling Haaland, and I've decided to go with Darwin Nunez, which is only 40 diamonds. Bargain, if you ask me. And onto midfielders, I think we should go for Bukayo Saka. He is quite good, and he's only 57. And as my second midfielder, I'm going to go with Mitoma, 48 diamonds, good value. For Brighton, getting rid of Callister, Caicedo. He should be getting quite a few minutes this season. It's a good pick for 48 diamonds. Now moving on to the defense, I have chosen Varane as my first defender, and also Ben White from Arsenal as my second defender. I only have 2 cards from the same team, so for me, I've gone with Ben White and Saka from Arsenal, because I would have probably put Martin Odegaard as well in my midfield. However, we can only have 2 Arsenal players, so we went for Mitoma. Now, goalkeepers. Usually with goalkeepers, you choose a good, strong goalkeeper that you will start for most of the games, and then a 40 diamond keeper, which you have as a backup. My main keeper, I'm going to go with Jason Steele. Brighton have removed Robert Sanchez from their team. He's gone to Chelsea, I think. So he should be playing most of the games. And as my backup keeper for 40 diamonds, I'm going with Jose Sarr. So that is my Premier League lineups. We've got Erling Haaland, Darwin Nunez, Bukayo Saka, Mitoma, Rafael Varane, Ben White, Jason Steele, and Jose Sarr. Sorry, whatever. And I'm just going to show you how I'm going to line up for the first game week of the Premier League. Brighton have Luton. It's a very good game. We've got Nottingham Forest. I'm an Arsenal fan, if you couldn't tell. So I'm, of course, going to go with Ben White. This is a tough one. Bukayo Saka is definitely going to score, though. I'm going to go with Erling Haaland. And for my extra, I think I'm going to go with Mitoma, because I don't know how much Mitoma, or no, Darwin Nunez will score against Chelsea. So Darwin Nunez and my captains get a 20% bonus increase. I'm going to go with not Erling Haaland, but Bukayo Saka against Nottingham Forest. He should get me a lot of points there. And if you don't know, the maximum point everyone can get is 100, or score rather. So if they do the best, they get 100. Oh, it's a 50% increase. Oh, wow. Didn't even know that. But yeah, you try to get the highest score you can get, which is 500. But obviously, if your player performs badly, then they'll get less. But this is my Premier League starting lineup. Let's move on to the La Liga. Okay, so for the La Liga, I've chosen my forwards to be Robert Lewandowski and Vinicius Jr. You know, Robert Lewandowski, top goal scorer of the La Liga last year, and Vinny Jr., he's always going to score lots of goals at Real Madrid. You know, he's probably one of the best young players around right now. So I think those two are a clearly obvious choice, and they're not too many diamonds compared to like Griezmann, which is 72. but he did have a good season last season, to be fair. Now moving on to midfielders, I've gone with Tchouaméni from Real Madrid. He's a good pick for 54 diamonds. And another pick I've gone for... Is he here? Oh, there we go. Axel Witsel. Only 41 diamonds. Probably a backup for Tchouaméni if he doesn't play or injured. Only 41 diamonds. So yeah, good pick actually. Defense, I've gone with Marcus Aquino, my first pick. Probably a backup for Ronald Araujo, which I will probably start. 54 diamonds. You know, Barcelona the best defense in the world probably last year. So Barcelona defender, probably the best move. Um, Goalkeeper, I struggled here because the expensive keepers, I didn't really want them. So in the end, I went for Bono, and for the 40, I only have 40 times left. So for a backup keeper, I went for Dmitrievski. Doesn't really play, well, he does play, he's the number one, but their team is usually in a relegation battle. So, you know, just a backup keeper probably isn't going to start in my lineup. So the lineup, we're going to go with Bono, Araujo, Tchouaméni, Robert Lewandowski, and Vinicius Jr. And I think I'm going to captain Lewandowski. They are against Getafe Club, their football, which is, I think they didn't do that well last season. So hopefully Lewandowski can get a goal or two. And yeah, now let's move on to the Bundesliga. So the Bundesliga and the Serie A actually start a little bit later than the Premier League, Liga, and La Liga. They start on the 18th, and the Premier League starts today, and so does League One and the La Liga. So, but anyways, we're gonna do this now because it's the first episode. We've got to do all the lineups, and for my forwards, I've chosen Kolo Muani. Had a good season last season. I think he'll do good this season as well. For my second pick, I've gone with Kingsley Coman from Bayern. 61 diamonds, quite expensive, but I really think he'll be worth it. Now, with the midfielders, I've gone for Goretzka. Only 46 diamonds, you know, a good pick. Joshua Kimmich, 70 diamonds, quite a lot. So I went with the second kind of like lesser pick, but I made up with it with Emery Chan. Used to play for Liverpool, 61 diamonds, good pick. I was looking at his recent scores and I must say they have been really, really good. So I've chosen him. Now moving on to my defense, I've gone with Jeremy Frimpong. Only 51 diamonds, quite a good pick, and Klosterman, which I think is one of the best picks of this game. He's only 40 diamonds, and his scores haven't been that shabby at all, to be fair to him. So I think that's a good pick. And goalkeepers, I didn't have much left, so I just went with Kobel and a keeper named Redlaw. Only 40 diamonds. So yeah, that's my Bundesliga lineups. Let's just see. In goal, we're gonna have Kobo for the first game, Jeremy Frimpong, Emery Chang, Kingsley Coman, and that's my extra. I think this is our newly promoted side. I'm not quite sure, so I'm gonna go with Kolo Muani. Muani, yeah. And who am I gonna captain? I think I'm gonna captain Kolo Muani as well. Or, yeah, no. Alright, now let's move on to the Serie A. For the Serie A, I've gone with the duo with Victor Osimhen and Rafael Leao up top for my forwards. They're going to bang in goals for fun. It's going to be hopefully very good scores, and that's why I've picked them. Moving on to the midfield, we have Lobotka from Napoli. He has got very consistent scores, and I just think he's a better pick than Kvaratskhelia. He's just more solid, even though Kvaratskhelia is cheaper. We can swap them, but I just think Lobotka is better. As for my second midfielder, I've gone for Nikola Vlasic. 45 diamonds, backup pick for Lobotka if he's injured or not playing. Decent pick, 45. My defense, main defender would be Teo Hernandez. He's just so good. He gets really good scores as well. Occasionally he gets the occasional 100. And in defense, his backup is going to be the Miro, 40 diamonds. Doesn't play that much, but does play occasionally. So he'll be a good backup defender. And my main keeper will be Ivan Provedel from Lazio. They had quite a good defensive record last season, so hopefully he should get me clean sheet points and good save points. And my second keeper is Andre Consigli. He is 40 diamonds, quite cheap, but we're probably not going to use him much, so that's that. And let's just check for the first game week, which is going to be slightly delayed. No, not delayed, it starts a week later. We've got Ivan Provedel in goal, Lazio, Teo Hernandez. I'm going to go for Lobotka, Osimhen, and then Lau. And then we are going to, we're gonna captain Osimhen. So yeah, and now finally let's move on to Ligue 1. Okay, now for my final lineups of today, the French Ligue 1. This was probably the hardest draft I had to do because, as you can see, there are not many teams on Sorare, but there are more teams in the league, so didn't really make sense. But anyway, I've got my draft, and for my attackers, I've gone with Lacazette. He had a really good season last season. I expect him probably to do even better next season, or this season even. 63 diamonds. I think it's worth it. And my second attacker, his name is Grayjon Kie. I don't know if I said that right. Apologies if I didn't. But he's 52 diamonds. He actually had quite good stats. I mean, scores looking at it. So hopefully he'll be good. Then my midfielders, I have gone with Bertout. 60 diamonds, good pick, I think. Played for Marseille. I think they're going to push PSG this season. Good pick. And then my backup pick is Sissoko. 40 diamonds, plays occasionally. So I think it'll be an okay pick. Now my defense, I've gone with Arthur Fiat. They only conceded, I think it was 39 or even less goals last season. So that's why I've picked him in my defense. 60 diamonds, quite pricey. But looking at his, if it's going to show me scores, when he actually played in the league, it was actually quite good. So there you go. And my backup defender for him is, let's see, his name is Darlin Yongwa. 40 diamonds, plays 14ers. Probably going to struggle this season, but at least he plays. And my first keeper is Lopez for 45 diamonds, which is not bad. And then 40 diamonds left. I'm going to go with Mavogo. Plays occasionally. Actually, does play, but it's the same team that Youngva plays for, so isn't going to get that many points or that good of a score. And my lineup for League 1 first game week is Anthony Lopez, Fiat in defense, Vertout in the midfield, Lacazette in the forward position, and my backup striker or forward, Kie in the forward position. And we are going to captain Lacazette for 50% bonus increase. Hopefully he does well. I think he'll do well this season. And that is my Sorare video finished. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and share this video. Use this video if you need your Sorare lineups, and make sure to stay tuned because this is only the first episode of many. We're going to upload many more videos on this and other things, especially as the new season is just around the corner. So, yeah. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.